Welcome back to the Immigration Answer Show. I am Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer extraordinaire, coming to you live from our studio here in St. Louis, Missouri. We have offices in San Diego and Washington, D.C. as well. This is episode number 262 of the Immigration Answer Show, where we try to answer as many immigration law related questions as we can in 1 hour. My friend Skyla is on the mic. She's keeping track of all the people in the comments. If you haven't already, go ahead and let us know how you're doing, where you're watching from, what's going on in your neck of the woods. We are glad to be here with you. We are here for the full hour. I will be here until 2 o'clock. And I will try to get to as many of you as possible. If you want to come into the waiting room, go ahead and click the link that Skyla posted. It's that StreamYard link. Remember, everything that you say here is publicly available. So everybody watching, everybody listening, this is all on YouTube. This is all on Facebook. And once you say it on camera, it can't be unsaid. So thanks for that sweater. Thanks for the sweater comment, Matthias. This is actually my father who passed away in December. I just found this sweater in my closet, and it didn't fit me until recently. So I like the blue sweater too. Oh, Sandra likes the new website. Yeah, that's the big news around here today, is that our new website is up. So do us a favor and go play around on it. Let us know what you think. I'd love to get some comments in the chat about the website, because some of our team members and our contractors have really worked hard to get that done, especially G from the marketing team and Maho, who's in charge of the marketing team. They worked really hard on that website. So I'm glad to see that people are liking it. I'm glad to see that I'm glad to see all of it, that you guys are here and with us. And we got people watching in Nairobi. Let us know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. We got New Jersey. We got Nairobi, Kenya. We got, where else? Tom's listening to all the videos. I am well, Tom. Thank you. Looks like we have people. Yeah. Oh, good, Matthias. Yeah, that old website was sort of dated and dingy and not very bright. I think it's a lot cleaner. And we came up with a brand book last year. So now pretty much across everything, the fonts are the same, the colors are the same. All right. Now, the waiting room is full, just about. So if you want to get in, make sure if you're in the waiting room that you're on camera, so that I know you're there. We got Tijuana, we got Chicago, we have India, San Diego, of course, Sam Barath. Hi, buddy. Georgia. All right. And Maryland and Florida, if I didn't say that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. It looks like Noble's going to lead us off. Hi, Noble.
Hi, Jim.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. And you?
I'm great, thanks. What's up?
I'm cool. So you remember last time I was in your show?
Nope.
No. Okay. So yeah, I was in your show, and I was telling you about my I-130 form that I put for my wife that was pregnant. That when she deliver, I'm going to include the baby in the form.
And you're a green card holder?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So the form was approved last month, and I paid for the NVC processing fee. So, but then I saw a place that they add dependent. So that was the reason when I came to your show to ask for more information about that.
Okay.
So, and you told me to wait. If she deliver, then I can add the baby for the cakes.
I think I remember. Yep.
So yeah. So now she has delivered. She delivered 2 days ago. So
congratulations. A boy or a girl?
Boy.
What's his name?
Melvin.
You didn't name him James?
I told my wife that we should name him James. She said no. She has this name right from childhood that she's gonna give it.
That's great. Okay, well, that's exciting. I'm happy for you that you're a dad. Okay, so now you want to add him to the application?
Yes, sir. So I don't know what to do about it.
Is that space still open that you can add him?
When I click there, I saw the place that they told me to add dependent.
Mm-hmm.
So because I don't want to make any mistake, so that's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm asking this question, whether the way the case is now, it has no problem, and I don't want it to have any issue. Whether is it advisable for me maybe to hire a lawyer who can help me,
Yeah.
fast track the whole process.
Well, I don't know if it'll fast track it, but I think that would help. Yeah, we could help out with that. That we do embassy stuff all the time, and I know that they've added people before. I've added people before back when I used to do those cases. So yeah, we could help with that. It wouldn't be too expensive because you're pretty close to being done, I think.
Okay. Okay. So what should I do next?
Yeah, just email the office and say, hey, I was on the show. I want to hire you guys to take over at the National Visa Center. So it's just the back half of the case from now until they get their visas. What embassy is it, Noble?
It's in Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shoot an email and say I was the first person on the show today with Jim on Thursday, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you so much.
That's exciting news. That is exciting news. Noble's new son's going to get a green card, hopefully. So we got Cameroon and Oklahoma, Baltimore, Southern California, Florida, Nigeria. Elijah wants to know how to get on the show. The waiting room is now full. We'll try to keep taking some calls so that we can open up some space. Hi, Maria.
Hi, can you hear me?
How are you? Yes, I can
I'm
hear
good.
you.
I'm sorry, my phone a little messed up, but I'll try to keep it quick. My husband and I we applied for the marriage-based green card. He was approved for his work authorization and the travel document.
Yep.
Before we married, he applied for TPS. It was still pending. He just received the RFE like last week, and we want to know should we proceed with the RFE even though the we're still pending for the I-30 and I-485.
I would. Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
What country is he from?
Haiti.
And what did they ask for in the RFE?
I guess the lawyer that he hired forgot to have him sign the back of the paper, so he had to just signature.
Yeah, so for sure, there's no reason not to. Go ahead and send it in.
Okay, and then one other question. He has a daughter in Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
We were wondering if we event like if we try to get her to come out here, is there a way that we can expedite that because of all the violence and things going on over there right now?
Well, before you can expedite, you have to get a case on file. So the question is, who's going to file, you or the husband, you or your husband? If he doesn't have his green card yet, the best person to file for the child would be you. So before you can even talk about expediting, you've got to get the I-130 petition on file.
Okay, so get I-130 petition on file and then try to expedite afterwards.
And don't hold your breath because they're not going to
Oh,
expedite it.
okay.
How old is the kid?
3 years old.
And what does the mother say about the kid coming to America?
The mother's in the Bahamas and the kid is in Haiti, and the mother's okay with that.
Who's raising the kid? The grandmother or something?
It's my husband's sister.
Got it. Okay, yeah, that's right. So I think you're legally married, so you are the step parent to the child. I'd go ahead and file that I-130 as soon as you can.
Okay, thank you. And I just have one last question. If we have other questions in the future, is there a way that we can like go on your website and pay just for answer
Mm-mm.
questions? No.
Nope, nope. That's what
Okay.
this is. That's what this is for. And then we are so busy that we just have lawyers working on cases. That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Bye, Maria.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, let's see if Nisha's there. Nisha, are you there?
Yes, sorry. I have
No
my
worries.
phone on mute. But my question, I just have a quick question. It's kind of two-part. So
Okay.
my fiance and I, we filed the I-129F back
Yep.
in May. It was received, and so now the DV lottery is coming up, and I was thinking like maybe he should apply for that, but I don't know. Is that gonna is that like not advisable to have both those on file?
Um, if let's say, so you're the U.S. citizen.
Yes.
So, And he's overseas? Yeah.
Yes.
So if he applied now in October, he would get selected in May of 23. And then they wouldn't start processing that case until October 1st at the earliest of 2023.
Okay.
So in my mind, he's already here by then. So
Okay.
I just don't think you need it.
All right. And I actually have another follow-up question for that. So, a family member of his, he wants to apply for the DV lottery as well. But I know like this year, they're not requiring you have a passport when you apply. But when do you think he should start working on getting his passport? Because he doesn't have one.
I would
Like
start on
right
it
away or?
right away. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's it. Thank you very
Bye,
much.
Nisha. See ya.
Bye.
All right. Next up, Farah. Hi, Farah.
Hey Jim, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Hey, I had a question in reference to my naturalization. So I have been a green card holder since 2006, and that is through family immigration. And then the following year, we had a religious ceremony for marriage. So I got married, but it was purely religious. It's not been recorded. I do not have a certificate. And then we just so we could live together. So that was why we had that religious ceremony done. And then we have two kids who were both born in India, but they are both U.S. citizen because my husband is a born U.S. citizen. But we moved back in 2013, been living here. We filed taxes separately as single because we are legally not married. So I plan on.
Wait. How did he come back? How did he enter the United States?
He's a U.S. citizen. He was born here.
So everybody's a U.S. citizen except
Yeah, except for-
you. Okay.
and I'm a green card holder, but this is not through marriage. I was a
Got
green
it.
for marriage. So my question is, when filing for N400, do I state that I'm single or do I state I'm married? There's no proof. I cannot prove that I'm married to him because finances are separate. We file taxes as single because that's what I was advised to do through my CPA. So that's what my question is. I don't want it to be denied, or I don't want to state anything which is inaccurate.
So the question is whether or not your marriage is valid for purposes of immigration.
Correct.
Do you know the answer to that question?
I think it's not.
Because you didn't record it with any government agency.
No, nor do I have any document that says we are married.
So you got married religiously?
Yep. It was just a ceremony at home so we could live together, and that is the parents and relatives, but that's basically it. There's no way for us to prove that we are married.
Have either of you been legally married before?
None of us, no.
I don't think they're going to like it, but I don't think it's a problem. I mean, I think I'd want to research. I wouldn't want to just accept your assumption that the marriage isn't valid for purposes of immigration. I'd have to look at, what this was in India.
It was, yeah.
Have you looked at the visa reciprocity table as to what can constitute a marriage there?
They do consider that. I think they do recognize that as a legal marriage, but it does state that you have to have documentation. But I don't have anything. We just had someone.
Well, do you not have anything because you didn't want to have anything, or because nothing was actually generated?
That is part of it. We didn't want anything official at that time.
Why?
Only because I was a green card holder on my own, and he was a U.S. citizen. That's what he wanted, and we just did that for the family. That's basically it.
So when you fill out your N400, you'd say single, and then you'd have to list both your children, and then they'd want to know, have you ever been married? I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know. I think I'd want to put that we were married. I don't know. That's a tough call.
Or is there a way that I can state that I'm single because legally I'm not married? And then is there a way to actually state on that form that we've had a religious marriage?
Yeah, you can. And that's probably your best bet, just to be upfront about it.
Mm-hmm.
And just say, yeah, there's places where you can do addendums on the back of the N400
Okay.
where you can add more information. So I would just probably just walk them through what you just told me and let them decide what they're gonna try to figure out. Well, the real reason this is important is because they on your U.S. naturalization certificate they have to put married or single, and this is going to make them scratch their heads, and they're lazy and they don't like to scratch their heads. So I think you would, if I were you, I would take the position I'm single. We never recorded the marriage. We don't have any documentation of the marriage. We've lived together as spouses. We have 2 kids, but we're not legally married. We don't file taxes together. And I'm laying it all out there for you, and you decide. Because what I don't want is for you to say that I misled anybody.
Yeah, that's the only concern that I have. And yeah, even on taxes, I did check with my CPA before filing, and they said that in the state of Indiana, Indiana doesn't recognize you guys as legally married.
So I'd go with that.
Okay. All right, that's the only question I had.
Good luck.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's say hi to Fod. Hi, Fod.
How you doing, Jim?
Good,
What
buddy. How you
do?
doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I have few questions for you. I entered the United States in 2017 through DV1 visa green card. In 2018, I got arrested for a few cases. It was like 3 misdemeanors and 1 felony.
Okay.
So they end up dismissing the misdemeanors, and I pled guilty for the felony.
Which was
So
what?
it was armed robbery, and it got dropped to simple robbery, felony class 3 in Illinois. I checked a plea deal. I did 25 months between the Cook County and the prison. So I got released. I finished my parole. Everything was fine. I mean, I'm working. I filed my taxes. This is my 2nd year. I want to see, because my green card is going to expire on 2027. I want to see if there is any game plan we can follow to renew the green card, and there is any possibility or there is a big risk I can get deported.
I think there is a risk you could get deported. You haven't left the United States since all this happened, have you?
No, I haven't. Actually, I was thinking about visiting my family, but I think it would be a risk.
Yeah, big risk, because that's a real triggering event. If you leave the United States and then try to re-enter, that can put you into a deportation proceedings. What you need someone to do is you need someone to look at the crime for which you pled guilty and then figure out if that's a deportable offense or not. It sounds like it might be. So I think you're smart not to apply for citizenship. I think you're smart not to leave the United States. I wouldn't be surprised if you could renew your green card, but it might indeed trigger them into looking at you for deportation. So the question is whether or not that's a deportable offense that you pled guilty to. Did you have an immigration lawyer look at it at the time you entered into the plea?
Never. This was like I was doing my researches, and I find your law firm is very honest, and they literally the best. That's why I was trying to get contact with you. I send you an email like explaining like.
Right, but did the judge, when you pled guilty, did the judge know that you weren't a U.S. citizen?
No, yes, they were knowing from Morocco, because they were bringing me a translator to the court.
And when you usually when you plead guilty, the judge will say something like this, Mr. Enning, just so you know, sometimes the biggest consequence of a criminal plea for an immigrant is that they might end up being deported. Are you aware of the fact that if you plead guilty?
I hear that. Yeah, he said that.
Okay.
But the thing is, they didn't put immigration hold on me. That's why I was like surprised, because my case, it was violent, but it got dropped to a simple robbery, but still a violent case. I want to see like which time I could like come to your law office, like when there's like a year ahead before I renew my green card, or when like.
Yeah, that's a year ahead is fine as long as you don't leave the United States. Yeah.
And there is a possibility I can file for my parent to come under my residency.
You have to be a green card holder.
Yeah, I'm green card holder.
I mean, I'm sorry, you have to be a citizen to apply for your parents.
Okay. Because I hear some people saying like with your green card you can apply for them just to come for vacation or something. No.
They don't need you to apply to come for a visit visa, and most visit visas are denied. So the fact that you have a green card doesn't help.
Okay. So the game plan here, when I'm a year ahead, I just gotta like come to your office and start the process. See if
Sounds
there is.
good.
Yeah, I mean there is other waivers, and hopefully like the law will change by then, and there's some more waivers I can put, so I can
How did you originally get your green card?
through a lottery. I win a lottery like I did.
The lottery. Okay. All right. Thanks, Fod. Hang in there,
Alright.
buddy. Don't leave the United States. All right. Let's head to Ferry. Hi, Ferry.
Hi, Jim.
How you doing?
I have a question about my. I'm actually a green card holder. I've
Okay.
got my green card in 2017, and the first 2 years until 2019, I was not. I was in US. I came every 6 months in US. Once I stayed about 1.5 months, but in September. The last of September 2019, I came to St. Louis and I stayed here. I just went for 2 months vacation and I was not in US. I want to know, can I apply for citizenship or I have to wait more?
Okay. So how did you get your green card?
I've got my green card from my family.
Okay. And so they did an immigrant visa for you. You were overseas and then you came to the United States and got your green card, right?
Yeah.
When did you enter the United States that first time?
The first time I came on, I think it was February 2017.
Okay. And then when did you leave the United States again after that entry?
I left about 2 months later.
And where are you from?
I'm from Iran.
Okay. And so you left like April, and then
Yeah.
when did you come back?
I came, actually, I went to Canada. I stayed with my daughter. Every 6 months, I used to come from the border and then come back. And once I stayed about 1.5 months in US, I had some medical problem that I had to take care of it in Iran because I had something like a cancer. So I had to go over there. And then in 2019, on the last of September, I came to St. Louis. I stayed here. It's about actually 3 years that I'm here. I just I went to Iran for 2 months. I had some work to do, and then I'm here. Some of my friends told me you can apply for green card, for your citizenship. I'm not.
So basically, this is a very good question, and I'm glad you're asking it. So basically, from February 2017 until September of 2019, you mostly lived in Canada.
Canada and Iran.
In Iran, yeah. Okay, so but then starting in 2019,
yeah.
Then you had and none of those trips, you were never out of the United States for more than 6 months, right?
No.
Okay.
I mean, every 6 months, I used to come and pass the border because I stayed with my daughter and I had to go to Iran. I had some
So then
problem.
from September 2019 until now, you've mostly lived in the United States with a couple trips of a month or two back to Iran.
Just 2 months that I went to Iran.
Yeah. Okay. So 1, 2. So you can apply for citizen. You could apply now, but you shouldn't. You should apply in September of 2023.
Oh, okay.
That way, well, actually, so here's the problem. They've had cases, I've had denials where they said that you, Ferry, didn't really start residing in the United States until 2019. So your 5-year clock should start then, not from February of 2017. So to be totally safe, September 2024 is the best time to apply.
September 2024.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I have to, okay. So these 2 years is not, they do not count it. It's better to
Right.
apply. Okay. So I have to wait for more 2 years.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye, Ferry. See ya.
Bye-bye.
All right. That was a great question. We're always glad to do a little immigration math on the show. So thanks to Ferry. And now she's on track for what she wants to do. So that's great. All right. Let's say hi to Olu. Hi, Olu.
Hi, Jim. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
You remember I told you that my kids, I found that I wanted it for my kids?
Yeah. Did you go get them?
Yes, I get them. They are here now. And I also received their green card.
That's great.
So the reason why I was calling was I'm planning on finding their N600, and I wanted to know if I should wait or just go ahead and file it.
Yeah, just file it.
Okay. That's why I was calling.
All right, buddy. Good luck. I love
Thank
your
you.
case. You've done such a great job. You should be really proud of yourself.
Thank you. It's all due to your advice also. Thank you so much.
You're doing great. You got it, Olu. See you, buddy.
You too. Bye.
All right. Let's say hi to Melvin. Melvin's next. Hi, Melvin.
Hey, Jam. How are you?
Good. I like your coat.
Thank you.
What's
I
up?
appreciate it. So I got some good news, but then I'm kind of a little worried.
Okay.
On the 4th of this month, I received my wife interview letter.
Mm-hmm.
I also contacted an area in Liberia where she have to do her medical.
Yeah.
And then she did a medical last week, Thursday, even though the interview letter says she have to do medical 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks prior to her interview. But then they did a medical a little bit early. I'm thinking, is it not going to have any problem at the embassy or?
I doubt it. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of that rule that has to be 3 or 4 weeks before. I think you'll be okay.
Okay, yeah, because they are also requiring that before the interview, she have to do her get a COVID vaccine before the interview. I think that's a new rules for the embassy now and stuff like that.
Does she have that?
Yeah, she went there and they gave her, they try to mess her up, and I have to call them because I told them to get I think Pfizer, the vaccine, the first one called, I think it's Pfizer, or Pfizer, something like that.
Pfizer?
Yeah, Pfizer. I told them to give that because that's the one I had, and it seemed to work out. But then when she went there, they gave her the Johnson & Johnson, and then they told her, come next week Thursday for your last dose. I'm like, but the Johnson & Johnson is 1 dose. How come they're telling you to go get a second one? That's like, so I have to call there and let them know, hey, the CDC recommend just 1 dose. It's now 2. And then, yeah.
Good job. You're telling the doctors how to do their job. That's sort of scary.
Yeah, because I'm like, you guys gonna kill her if you have to do 2 doses because like that. Yeah. So also, I just finished paying the embassy before they schedule an interview. So I'm like, so they was holding her cases because of the money I owe you, or
when's the interview? When's her interview?
The 15th of next month at 9:30 a.m.
November 15th?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know how it goes, okay?
I'm keeping my finger crossed. I'm praying for her to get it. So we've been waiting for this.
We'll see. Keep me posted.
Thank you. I will call you back whenever she get it.
Awesome. Thanks, man. All right. So you're listening to the Immigration Answer Show. This is episode number 263, I think. We're glad you all are here with us. We're going to answer a bunch more questions. Oh, this is Immigration Answer Show number 262. Thank you, Skyla. If you haven't already, go ahead and let us know where you're watching from. Waihori reminds us the January 6th hearings are on, so maybe that's where some of our people are. But we do have a lot of people watching. It looks like there's about 170 people watching right now, which I think is pretty exciting. If you want to get in the waiting room, go ahead and get in the waiting room, and I will try to answer your question. Remember, if you're on camera, I call on those people first just because I know there's a live human being there. If you haven't already, let us know and let my friend Skyla know where you're watching from. We love to see all the different places where people are watching. Looks like we got a fair number of people in Jamaica today. So I wish we were in Jamaica. It'd be nice to be in Jamaica right now, watching the show. All right. So with that, let's get back to the calls. We got PM Ready here. Hi, I'm PM Ready. You're on mute.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Good. How are you? So I'm hanging here. So first thing is like, so you guys helped me out with my I-130 for my wife. So finally she's here last month.
Awesome.
And yeah, so we did the mandamus through you guys, and then so Holly helped me out. So thanks for that. And then
Sure.
we're in good shape. I have one question actually. One of my friend, she got married in India back in December, and then her husband is a green card holder, and she got here on a visiting visa. Now she's kind of situation like critical situation. Like, what do you mean? Basically, he doesn't want to apply for her actually. So he's saying like, okay, I want to divorce you, I want to get rid of you, and then I want to send you back home to India. Is there any way we can file the case as an abusing husband or something like that? He's a green card holder. He's been on a green card holder for 6 years. I don't know why he didn't take the citizenship yet.
Probably because he's a shitbird. So he went back home, got married, and then filed a petition for her. And then once she got here,
no, she didn't. He didn't file the petition at all. Actually,
oh, she's still over there.
She's still here. But the thing is like, before he files, and then she already had a visiting visa. She came on a visiting visa here.
Okay, so when did she enter?
In January
of 2022.
Yes, 2022.
And so then she should have left like August of 22, but she's
yeah,
still
but
here.
she applied for extension, but her husband is not even giving the information like whether she got an extension or not, and then he's not applying for her.
Okay. So what's the question for me?
Yeah, but like, is there any ways like we can apply for her like through any other chances? Because like without her husband presence, you cannot apply for her.
Has he abused her? Has he abused her?
Mentally, actually, but not physically. But like she is not giving any, but like basically, even though with their wife and husband, they are cooking their own cooking, and they're like they're sleeping in the different rooms and stuff like that, and then he's not even taking care of her. But like they are legally married in India. They have a marriage certificate, everything. But like so, but he's not willing to apply for her like petition.
So they got married before she came.
Yeah.
And then did she intend to apply for a green card once she got here, or did she just come on a visit?
She was intent, but like he was saying like, okay, we'll do that like after 3 months. I don't know why you got that impression. Like he says like, okay, but like I don't know. He told her that like, okay, I talked to the lawyer. Lawyer said like, okay, we need to apply after 3 months after you coming here or something. That's what he was saying. But even though you got married like 2021, so
I don't think. I mean, I'm glad he didn't physically abuse her, but the mental abuse is going to be hard to prove.
Yeah.
And I think they're not going to like the fact that she came on a visit visa intending to get married. They're not going to like that. So I think that the chances of her staying here and getting a green card are pretty small.
Okay, but like, how about once? Okay, but what is the option? Like going back to India, or like?
Yeah, the U.S. citizen in these kinds of scenarios has almost all the power. She has very little power. She has no. I mean, she could try to find someone else to marry, but she's still legally married to him. So, I think in a lot of ways he has a lot of power over her, and she's sort of screwed.
Okay, what about I-3? So one thing she was saying like I-360 something like that. Is that option?
There's no violence though. There hasn't been any violence.
Okay. So unless it is a physical violence, and then domestic violence, you cannot do that, right?
Yep. I mean, I'm not saying you cannot do it. I'm just saying that I think it's a loser of a case.
Okay. So okay, that's the option. Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know. You were saying like, okay, once I become a citizen, I'm going to apply for her or something like that. But like, option is like, I think the only option is to leave the country or something. That's what you're saying.
Well, the other problem for her is that he's not a U.S. citizen, so they should have gotten married and filed this before her 6 months were up. So she's not in status now, right? She's out of status. So
Yeah.
even if he married her today, they have problems because he's only a green card holder. So this is all jacked up.
Oh, okay.
So just for everybody listening, don't come to the United States to, go ahead of everybody else and come on a visit visa, hoping that your shitbird spouse is going to file a green card for you, because if they don't, you're screwed.
Yeah. So.
All right, buddy. Thanks,
All
Pam.
right.
See you
Yeah.
later. All right, let's say hi to Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Jim. Thanks for the opportunity.
How you doing?
Good. Thank you much. Hey, just a question. I am currently in a process with my mom, U.S. citizen, requested me and my family to move over to the U.S. And the priority date is May 2000.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So I got notice of moving forward in 2019. Sent in the documentation, got documentarily approved in August of 2020. And I've been waiting for, or we've been waiting for an appointment at the consulate.
Yep.
For 2 years now. Problem is that in that package, there's two of my daughters who are now 20 and 24. They're still there, as far as I can see on the webpage, but they're at risk of being aged out.
Yep.
So I'm wondering if there's anything that we can do there.
Have you tried contacting the National Visa Center? What do they say about the fact that
I've sent a couple of requests and they respond saying the same. I mean, this is documentarily approved. We're just waiting for visas to be available.
I mean, you're at 26 months since you got documentally qualified. The State Department has had the case since 2019.
Correct. So we're kind of.
I'd sue them.
Yeah. So I saw one of your suggestions, and that's what I'm calling. I mean, I think that's maybe now. In my current job in Mexico, working for a U.S. company, and they're offering me an L1 visa and an L2 visa to my family. I'm wondering if that's a good way to go and stick and keep that going, or would that affect each other?
No, that's not so bad. I mean, you could do the L1, and then once you get here, you could apply for green cards, except the 24-year-old. Yeah. I mean, I'd want to think it through, but if she hasn't aged out, I don't know about the 24-year-old. That's the only problem.
She's still there. So that my hopes are that she hasn't aged out based on the calculations that you mentioned so often.
Yeah. And that's something that's knowable. We could figure that out, but that's not a bad route. How fast do they think they could pull that off?
The company lawyer tells me within a couple of months, they're gonna try to do that expedited. I mean, there's a fee they have to pay for something like that.
Right, for premium processing. Yeah, that's not a bad plan.
Okay, excellent. So
just make sure you ask them about the 24-year-old.
Got it.
Like say, if we do the L1, then can we file for adjustment based on mom's approved I-130? I would think you could, but you just want to make sure that they don't age out.
Okay. So I'll touch base with them. If whatever finds out, I'll try to get in touch with you. I definitely appreciate your time and support.
Thanks, Alex. Keep up the good work. See you, buddy.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. Let's say hi to Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jim. You must be tired of seeing me.
You're fine.
Okay. I have this one little problem. I did my interview last month, the 20th of September, and they sent me a request for evidence because I was arrested. I went to the court and I got it wasn't a big problem, but I went to the court and they gave me 2 sheets of paper. I don't know if those were because they said I should send them proof that the case was dismissed and what was the charges and all of that. So my question is, are those, because I don't have a lawyer. I have a lawyer and they want to charge me $10,000 and I don't have that kind of money. So you are my only legal advice. And I don't know if I should send those papers or what, because I don't want to send them. And when I send it, it's the wrong thing because they're going to deny my case.
Right. So what was the arrest for?
Okay, it was my husband. Me and my husband's family, they came downstairs to my apartment 1 o'clock in the night and fighting me because I posted something and the stepmother thought it was about her and it wasn't. But when my husband started to file for me, she used to take our mail, she used to throw them away. But I had a lawyer and my lawyer was like, oh, you didn't get any mail? And I was like, no. And she was like, check. And one of the mails, my husband's sister found it. And she was like, why is your mail upstairs? And it's open. So ever since that, she told them that she was going to destroy me and she was going to make me not get no papers. So it was a little plan. They came downstairs when my husband wasn't there. They started fighting me. They called the cops saying that I was going to stab them and they're in fear of their life. And I don't know.
Okay. So you got arrested?
Yes. But it
And
was, we went to court the same night. Like it was the morning, like 1 a.m., but we went to court like probably about 9 o'clock in the night.
And then what happened?
The judge dismissed the case.
Right there on the spot?
Yes.
So you didn't get sentenced or anything?
No.
Okay. So it seems to me you want to get a certified copy of the police report from the police department, and then you want a certified copy of what happened in court when you went, and that's what you need to submit.
Okay, I have a paper here that says it was basically talking about what offense what I did.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, so that's the paper I was supposed to give to them, and the one with the disposition certificate, right?
Yep. Police
Okay.
report and the disposition certificate. Yep.
Okay, thank you so much, because I don't have no legal advice and you're the only person I can count on.
All right. Bye, Jamie. Good luck.
Okay, thank you so much, Jim.
You got it. All right. History wants to know, what's the best supporting documents to prove marriage? That's a great question, History. So we have created for you for free a list of our best marital evidence. Let me put the link in the chat, hackinglawpractice.com/marital-evidence. Hey, if you haven't checked out our new website yet, make sure to check it out. It's pretty sweet. We just launched it today. It's looking really nice. So I hope that people get a chance to take a look at it. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if you have any suggestions. If you find any bad links, we'd appreciate everybody chiming in. I'm going to go say hi to Billy. Hi, Billy. You're on mute. Billy, you're on mute.
Okay, Jim, I got it. Hi. Hey, first time participating. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for coming on.
Sure, I'm listening and watching from Haiti.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been a subscriber for a while now. I have a quick question. I have a religious visa application that's been approved by USCIS.
Yeah.
I went for the interview and got denied based on proof of ties.
Yeah.
I'm still working on that and trying to go back to another interview, but the embassy is closed right now. So the question is, I read on a immigration website that I could have applied for permanent residency directly, with the like applying for an I-130 or something like that.
It's a lot harder. It's a lot more work.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But that is true.
Mm-hmm. But now that I'm approved my I-129, can I amend sort of this application?
It's not amend. It's starting all over.
Oh, that's starting all over. You cannot use that same application into permanent residency.
Nope. Okay. That's a totally different form.
Different form. Okay. So applying for the permanent residency would be when I go there, it's possible to start the application for permanent residency. Okay.
Yeah, but you got to get here first. I mean, that's sort of a dirty trick to deny your R1. I haven't heard of many R1s denied for proof of sufficient ties to go back home. I think
That was one
most
of the
people,
question too.
yeah,
That's
most
weird.
people, I think most embassies are sort of aware of the fact that if they give an R1 religious worker visa to somebody and things work out at the church, that the person's most likely going to stay and apply for a green card, right?
Green card, yes.
So that's sort of a dirty trick. You got a not nice officer, I would say.
I guess so, because even with the R1 working as a religious worker, there is a signal. The signal went off. There's a legal way to apply for permanent residency from R1.
Right.
So I guess asking for proof of ties, and I had proof of ties documents. He did not even ask me to see any of them.
Is the religious organization that you were applying to sort of a well-known, well-recognized religious institution?
I wouldn't say well-known worldwide, but yes, established for like over 25 years, and everything's approved with USCIS, and we have our papers and
well, what happened? What happened at your interview? I'd be interested to hear sort of what happened.
Sure. He asked me the reasons why I wanted to go work and what would that involve, and I said everything according to what I have, on the documents and letters. And he said, does your wife speak English? Just basic question and everything. And then he says, oh, you're planning to stay in the States for 2 years? I'm like, as long as the visa allow me, yes, sir. Then he didn't ask me, do you plan to return to your country? Then he said, what expertise do you have for the church to be willing to hire you? I'm like, well, I have been working as a missionary and pastor for the last 10 years. 11 years now. They do not have someone like that. And part of my job is being a minister in the States and also traveling to Haiti back and forth, also to other countries to do missions. Then I said, that's why they want a pastor who's also a missionary, because the R1 allows all of that, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So he says, okay, I see. Then he looked at the documents, like the evidence I had. He didn't ask me for any of them. Then he said, when was the last time? Because, I had a B1, B2 that I've been traveling with the last 12 years. So my B1, B2 expired December 2022, 2021, like less than a year. I didn't renew that because I know that I was going to apply for the R1. So that was back in September. So, and I've never had any criminal background, no law broken, except that I applied for an extension when I was stuck there with COVID. There was no flight to Haiti, so everything was legal. So I never break any law with immigration. Then I'm like, okay, based on proof of ties, that's pretty weird to me. So anyway,
yeah, I think that's just dirty pool. They were trying to screw you.
Yeah, so but good to know. I would have to go there first before we can apply for the permanent residency. So we'll keep working.
All right, Billy.
It.
Thanks for the call. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane. You're welcome.
Bye, buddy. See ya. All right, let's say hi to Shailesh. Hi, Shailesh.
Hey, Jim. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Good. I'm in India today.
How are things in India?
India is good, but my mom is not doing good, so that's the reason I'm here.
Sorry to hear it.
Yeah, but she's recovering now, so I'll not take much of your time. This is my second time talking to you.
Yep.
And I really appreciate whatever work you're doing for the community.
Yep.
So as I told you last time, we filed for the EB, downgraded EB3, then upgraded EB2 again. 485J has been approved, and now 485's case remains pending status. And now we done our medical on 24th of June, but we didn't send it back to USCIS because at that point of time they declared that don't send it now unless you receive the RFE. So it's sitting at home. So I'm in India, and if I receive a RFE now, do I have to go back to United States? Back to home, or should we send that medical to USCIS.
All right, I'm confused. So what's your status inside the United States?
I'm on like a EAD parole right now.
EAD parole?
Yeah,
You mean from a from your old green card case?
yeah.
Okay, and what's your question for me? Why did you get a RFE?
No, for the medicals, for the I-693.
And you can't go back and do your medical?
That's what my question is. I have to go back to US,
Yeah.
or
I don't know why you wouldn't.
I can, but we already did our medical, and didn't send the package to USCIS.
Why?
Because USCIS announced that they are no more accepting medical without sending RFE.
You mean the copy of the RFE?
Yes, I mean no, they did, unless they don't send RFE to you, don't send the medical reports to them.
Oh,
I mean,
oh, I see. So you haven't gotten the RFE yet.
yeah, correct.
Okay. Yeah, no, don't send it until they ask for it. That's true.
But we already done the medical examination from the doctor. Doctor signed the forms, and it's sealed, and it's in my home right now.
How long ago?
Uh, June 24th.
June 24th. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to expire soon, right?
So that is what my question is. How long is the validity?
I don't remember. I think it's 6 months if you don't do it right when you apply. But I can find that out. I don't know. But when are you going back to America? That's the question.
It will take another month's time.
How long have you been gone?
15 days.
Oh, okay. So you're fine. So what are you worried about? Why are you worried about this? Nothing. Just wait. You're worrying about things that haven't even happened yet.
Just whether I have to go back to US for the medical and again come back to India if required. That is what my question is.
Why would you have to come back to India? I don't understand.
For my mom.
Okay. But what does that have to do with immigration and me? I don't understand.
No. My question is, once we receive the RFE, I have to go back to US to complete the process, sign the forms again from the doctor's office, or I
It
can send
depends. It
this.
depends if they say. It depends if your medical expired. If it didn't expire and it's already in a sealed envelope, then just have somebody back home who's getting your mail take the RFE, attach the medical, and send it in.
Exactly. That's what my question is. So
Yeah,
how
you don't
long
have
that?
to. I don't know of a rule that says you have to be physically present in the United States to respond to a request for evidence. If you had to do
No.
biometrics or sign something, otherwise I think you're fine.
Okay. But unless it is expired, I can send it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Good
And
luck to your mom, Shailesh. Thanks, buddy. All right. Let's say hi to Elijah. Hi, Elijah.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jim.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm great. Thank you. What's up?
Yes, my in February this year, my daughter filed for me and my wife. She's a U.S. citizen. She
Great.
filed for two of us, and the package was sent together in one. For two of us was sent in one package. We sent it to and later my wife got a work authorization in about 5 months ago. And my own, they sent RFE to me. I was surprised because something was together and the package was, all the document was together in one package. I don't know why it was, I don't know why it was separated.
What they ask for in the they separate cases sometimes. What they ask for in the RFE?
What they ask for is for my daughter to provide, for me to provide, that my daughter should provide her citizenship, if a U.S. citizen, and a birth certificate showing that she's my daughter, and our current tax for the year, which we have sent immediately, and they acknowledge that they have seen it.
And hold on, Elijah. Where was your daughter? Where was your daughter born?
Where? Nigeria.
And what was her birth certificate created at the time she was born, or was it created after when she was older?
After she was older.
How old was she when her birth certificate was created?
Okay, in Nigeria, what they do is they call it national population census. They are the one that give us birth certificates attested. Okay, and that's what she'll be using all the while.
So again, how old was she when she got that document?
When she got the document, I think it was where I think yes, it was around. She was 18 when she got the document.
Probably like when she wanted to come here to go to school or something.
No. She was here. She was in the military here.
Oh, okay.
She's in the military here. She's in the army here, and she got her citizenship through military.
Okay, and so in the request for evidence, so had you already sent that copy of the birth certificate when you first filed, or had you never sent it to them at all?
Everything was sent together. Everything that I requested for was sent together in one envelope for me and my wife.
Yeah, that's not a big. You keep getting hung up on that, but they do that all the time. That's not a big deal. That they separate it out. That's not a big deal. They have the right to do that. So are you on the birth certificate?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your question for me?
My question is that Jane, after the RFA was acknowledged, receipt was acknowledged, for how long will I wait for the work authorization?
It could be a while. It could be. You said that it was just a few days between when you got the request for evidence and when you sent it back.
It's not long. It's about. It was sent. 10th of June, by July. Okay, they acknowledged it by 6th of July.
So
it's 3 months according to it's 3 months that they received the RFE response.
So I'm looking at the visa reciprocity table, and it says that the National Population Commission issues multiple versions of the certificate of birth. They're usually printed on white paper with green background lettering. Seals are inked, most often in blue, black, or purple. Biodata may be typed or handwritten. Does that sound like what yours looked like? Her birth certificate looks like?
Yes, that one is from the National Population Commission. That's where we went to collect it.
So, I mean, I don't know if you know, Elijah, but like right now, I think USCIS thinks that every document from Nigeria is fake. I think that's how they're operating, from the assumption that every document in front of them is fake. So, and I'm not surprised that they sent your wife's case right through and slowing yours down. So, I don't think it's anything you can do. I don't think it's anything about your case. I think it's just them being racist and rude to people from Nigeria. That's what I think.
What?
So I think you're just waiting.
Yeah, just wait. Okay, I was just, because in one of your when they respond, you said that it might take a long time. It might take some time before they can can give a response.
Yeah, the only other thing you might want to do, I mean, do you have any doubt that the birth certificate is real? Do you have any doubt at all?
No, it's real. We went there, me and my wife and my daughter, we went there to go and collect it. The National Population Commission, Nigeria. That's where we went to. Because it's our daughter, we have all evidence of our school, something from our birth to present now. I have it, all evidence.
So I think you're just waiting, brother.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye, Elijah. See you, buddy.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Bye.
All right, everybody. That will do it. Elijah is our last guest of the day. We sure liked talking to him. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Fingers crossed. I might have to cancel tomorrow, but most likely we'll be doing a show at 3:00 Central. If you want to make sure about that, you should get on our texting list, which you can do by texting the word SHOW, SHOW, to 314-470-3300. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. Might be doing the show from home tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central. Thank you, Skyla, for keeping track of everything. You did a great job of keeping all of our people happy, and we really appreciate that. We'll see everybody tomorrow.